and welcome back to Kitten Up Kitten. Today I am doing a whip and chat on this Craftably canvas. It is called 13 Treasures. I can't show you the whole canvas, so I'm going to pop a picture up right here. As you can see, it's a stunning canvas, absolutely beautiful. It is quite a big one. It is very confetti. So let me just get you the measurements. I keep what I would call a tracker. So 13 Treasures is 79 centimeters by 108 centimeters in rounds. Beautiful canvas, lovely drills, not a problem. The only problem I have is A, it's quite confetti, which is not my favorite thing, and B, the colors are very saturated on the canvas, so it makes the symbols a little difficult to see. And as a Diamond Art Club fan, that is something I'm really struggling with. So I've sort of approached doing this one a little bit differently. I tend to do one section and then I will go off and do another canvas, because if I was to try and sit and do a whole row of this, number one, it's massive, but it would give me a headache. But I am thoroughly enjoying working on it. It is coming out beautifully. I have added AB drills, so anything that was 3865 is now an AB, and that's purely because I switched out some round ABs in another diamond painting for glow in the dark. So I thought I would use the ABs to give this one a little bit of sparkle. It is for the lovely Anna Lee, the beautiful young daughter of my very good friend Penny at Calb Sparkles, who I am missing dreadfully because she's in Florida and I know she's having the best time, but oh, I do miss our daily chats. So that is where I'm at today. So I'm gonna work on this. What am I using today? Number one, I spy a Diamond Art Club cover minder. Don't need it on the end of the row. I am using both the standard and the mini cook trays. The standard to work out of, the mini cook tray. Right, so here's where I am at this. When I first did these two trays, I didn't multi-place quite as much, and I thought the mini tray is perfect for those of you that like a smaller tray. Maybe you want to take it away somewhere. Maybe you're working on confetti heavy pieces, like, you know, I'm losing my words today, like heaven and earth projects, conversion projects, that sort of thing. So it's ideal for that. You know, it is a nice little tray, but for me, I'm a multi-placer. And once you get past sort of A6 and up, the mini tray is really of no use. It just doesn't hold enough. So I am a standard user, but the mini tray is perfect as a trash drill tray. And I've got to keep the mini with the standard, especially in limited edition colours, because I need them to show them, to promote them. So I've been using mine for that. So this has got a couple of oh well, it's got one square drill. So I have been using this colour tray mainly for this diamond painting. I have been using another colour tray, but I can't show you that because it's not been released yet, so I had to resort back to the pink. I am also using a soft grip pen. These are pens that I make using the basic cores that you get with most diamond paintings, these, and using polymer clay around it. And I love using these. Number one, they're shorter. Shorter pen is just so much easier to handle. Number two, you can put whatever tips in you want. It will still support the metal tips, or plastic tips, obviously. Sometimes if you have a particular metal tip, it may move around. Just use some double-sided tape or even some glue if you're not going to change the tip out much, and just fix it in. I find these really helpful. They do harden up over time, but they're always slightly squishy. So if you've got arthritis or, like me, fibro, that sort of thing, it is well worth giving them a go. Please do not order them if you are a perfectionist, because they are not perfect. Do you know what I mean? They're made by me, they're made by hand. I'm sure they'll get better as I get better at it, but you know, it is all about the use of these. I try and make them look pretty by using different colours, but it is all about how they work. So let's get on with this whip and chat. So first of all, what have I just knocked over? Oh, it's photo frame, it's all right. How are you? It is Saturday of Easter weekend. As I said in previous videos, if you've watched them already, I wanted to get some filming done to get my week's stuff ahead, because tomorrow, apart from cooking dinner, I'm having a quiet day. So I am starting, this is normal for me, where I start in a section on a diamond painting. Okay, before I go there, please ignore my nails, all right? I'm halfway through taking them off, and then yesterday I got some nail art pens, so I was like 3 o'clock this morning, I couldn't sleep, I was sitting there doing my nails, so please ignore my nails. With me restarting as a nail tech, they should be getting better, they should be looking nice. But anyway, where I start in my section depends on the diamond painting. So if I have a diamond painting that has a lot of black outline, so Mandy Manzano, sometimes Randall Spangler, that sort of thing, I would usually do the black first. If I am doing just a general and there isn't a lot of anything, I usually start in this bottom left corner. So I pick the symbol that is there, and then I do most of that. Because this painting is quite colour saturated, I'm doing a mix of starting at the bottom here or picking out a symbol that's jumping out at me. So at the minute I started with this, but this next symbol is jumping out at me. So it does depend. It depends on what it is. But generally, I like to sort of fill in as I go and work my way out. And that is just because over time, you develop habits as a diamond painter. I've said this a million times before. When I first started, I said, I'm a single placer, I can't do multi-placing, I like single placing, blah, 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 blah. Yeah, well, you know, nearly 3 years later, I am most definitely a multi-placer, because I practiced it. You know, like most things, these techniques do take practice. So I do multi-place because it gets me through canvases quicker. I mean, I'm being actually quite laid back on this one. What's this one, a 6? Yeah. So I'm actually using a 6 placer. I did take off a 10 that I had on here, and that was purely because I need more tape in the 10 and I can't bother to fill it. So that's why I'm using a 6. But, you know, a 6 is going to help you speed through that quite quickly. But like I said, the problem with this Craftably, and yes, I do know they have gone out of business, which is a shame. It's always a shame to say goodbye to a diamond painting company. But I envision that this one is going to take me quite some time, because I can only work on it in dribs and drabs. It's just too confetti, too colour saturated. It will give me a headache, which is a shame, but I'll get it done eventually, and it will then be given back to Penny to give to Annalie. However, I am enjoying working on it, I have to say. Yes, I can't sit and do rows and rows like I would with my Diamond Art Club. And yes, I'm sitting here currently and I can see my current Diamond Art Club canvas. And, you know, I could get a couple of rows done on that today. It would be nearly done. But I needed to do a whip, and I thought a whip encourages me to get this one out and work on it for a while, so why not? So there will be on the next whip on Think of Me, which is the Amanda Manzano kit I'm working on, there will be the canvases that will be going up for the next vote for the next canvas that I will be doing. Because I need to give you guys time to vote on it, don't I? Now, bearing in mind that we are now coming into April, there may be a chance that I may not get Think of Me done before we get to May. And of course, in May, what is it? That's right. It is DIY DP May 24, hashtag the million drill drop. So I may not get much done on any of my canvases. That is the truth. I think I've just put those on the wrong symbol because it's the same symbol, it's just a slightly different colour, which is now going to make me wonder, oh my word. So here is how that one is, that one isn't. So what I've done, I've got a symbol, I think that's green, that's fine. I got caught out because the symbol is the same, it's just a slightly different colour. So I've just corrected, can't even talk, corrected that now. There you go, it's so easily done when you get distracted. So yes, that will slow down somewhat because obviously throughout May, I'm reopening for nails in April, so my evenings are going to be more limited. But we'll see how we go. I will get as much done as I can. But the premise for the whole of May will be just working on that conversion. So it is very possible that I may not get this one completed and the next one started, but we can vote on it anyway. Because I find if I get it ready, if I get it hung up and it's ready to go, it then pushes me to get more done. I'm just having a look and making sure. I've got a very squeaky chair today. So that's that colour done. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go for this next colour. I do have two colours that are incredibly hard to see the symbol, but I know which ones they are now. So I do need to keep an eye out on those. And I also do need to double check that I haven't got any pots that I need to refill. So I'm now going to go for this triangle symbol, which is the 938, which is the brown, because I've got quite a bit of this, so I can probably multi-place quite a bit. I have no plans today, bar I need to nip over and see my granddaughter and take her Easter present. And I really need to, I need to go upstairs and tidy our bedroom and possibly change the bed if I can be bothered. So I think the last time I looked, hubby was outside, he's pottering around in the garden, taking some stuff up to the tip. Because I had a good sort out. When I had my days off, I absolutely messed that up. I had a good sort out moving stuff around. I moved major furniture around and just generally got rid of loads of stuff. You know, I had a good declutter. So he's gone off to the tip to do that. And because I'm on such a good run with filming, I just thought, right, if I get this filmed first and then I can finish this section, this canvas can then go away. and I can do a bit more on Think of Me, because the sooner I get that one finished, the sooner I can start another one. I haven't decided yet whether it will be from my kitted up stuff, because that's the whole reason of having a kitted up section. But I haven't decided whether I'm going to go for square or round, or whether I'm just going to put both into the voting. I haven't decided, but there will be 3. There will be 3 paintings for you guys to choose from. And I like doing that. I kind of feel like I'm involving you more. It's more of an interactive channel. And, you know, let's face it, I don't mind which of them I do. What I have to get past, there's a couple that I've had kitted up since pretty much I started YouTube, and I really want to get them done. So when I do the vote, I will explain why I've picked that canvas to put in, because sometimes that helps people. You know, very often people will say, well, I chose that one because you said you wanted to do it because of this. So that's helpful. What I do have to go through today is some comments. So I'm going to go and grab the tablet. And then I can, I can go through those comments, which would be fab. I also need to grab my coffee. So, back in a second. Okay, so I have the comments ready. So let me just get my tablet a little bit closer so that I can see what I'm doing. So first of all, I have some comments on Kitting Down Demure Wisdom. City Cat Crafter, she says, I bought that storage set from Cal Sparkles and I think it is just great, so easy to use. Which one was that? Demure Wisdom. Oh, that was my own. Yeah, that was my own make. Thank you for that, though. I do find it very easy to use. I mean, I've said this before, right? There is not an absolutely perfect kitting up system. And unless you're prepared to have a lot of different ones, you're never going to find it, are you? So, like, I love bottle storage. Bottle storage is my favourite. But unless you buy incredibly big bottle storage, you're still going to have leftover bags, or have to go into multiple cases. So for me, first of all, if it all fits in, that is better for me than if it doesn't. Secondly, if I can also somewhat keep it in DMC order, that also makes me happy, because I'm so used to working that way. But you're not going to find anything that's perfect. And as you will know, once you see the kitting up video a bit later this week, you know, it has its downsides, but I love the fact that I have got enough of everything, and I can get, in some cases, depending on how much stuff I've got used, I can get, you know, 70 colours in one of them boxes, one of them trays. So I really like it, and they are very good for when you're pot dipping, because you can pot dip very easily. So I'm pleased, but thank you for commenting. Also have some emojis from Jan Beale. Thank you, Jan. And then we have the lovely Villica from the Netherlands. She says, hi Sam, thanks for sharing. I have my whip currently in the same containers like you, and you are right, they are great for a small prize. Only I have difficulty opening them. They are so tight. Will that get better when I use them more often, or do I just have weak hands? Love the Netherlands. It's probably a little bit of both, Villica, because I have trouble sometimes. Other times I don't have any trouble at all. And I've got the same. I've got weak hands, I've got arthritis, and sometimes, I think you'll get that with whatever. The only storage I don't have a problem with undoing it is the jar storage. But like I said, it isn't perfect. But, you know, I don't think there is a perfect solution, I'm afraid. And then I've got a couple of comments on the Friday night live, the whip and catch up. I am very aware that last night, Friday, should have been a live, but with it being Good Friday, I made the decision not to, because I can. It's as simple as that. And also because we are coming up to May and I will be doing a live every week. So I made the decision to have a quiet evening doing other stuff, basically. So we have Catherine Moeller. She just says replay in the US. So she just watched it later. And then Sue, the lovely 2010-1946 Iffy. She said, sadly, I missed the live tonight because I was watching Big Brother Eviction. So I'm watching the replay instead so I don't miss anything. I don't think you missed a lot. It wasn't, I didn't really have a lot to say, to be honest. I didn't have a lot to share. I'm sure that will change in the upcoming weeks. But thank you for commenting. Emojis from the lovely Gina. Thank you, Gina. And then on the whip and chat on Think of Me, Diamond Art Club. Again, Sue, she just says, you just can't beat Diamond Art Club for quality and customer service. Like many of us, I started with the budget companions and there is certainly a place for them, but I only buy, budget companies. I only buy from DAC now. I know exactly what I'm getting. And if anything goes wrong, I know they'd sort it out straight away. Absolutely. I am drinking my cold coffee, so I do apologise. I knew from doing the first Diamond Art Clubs that this was a company that I wanted to be in with. That said, would I buy from other companies? Absolutely, because you don't know until you try them. And I've said it a million times. There are those of you that have come back time and time again. If you are in the UK and you can find something you want, Diamond Art Studios is very good. I do, you know, I've had a couple of theirs. I've had a couple of Dreamer designs, like with the Craftably. I find their colours and symbols very colour saturated, so they're not as easy to work on as a Diamond Art Club. If I wanted something in particular, if I wanted something, you know, let's say I've got a friend and she loves giraffes and I can't find a giraffe picture on Diamond Art Club, I would then go and have a look. However, I am very, very aware that I need to check what I'm buying if I'm buying from a budget company. And no, before anyone jumps on me, I'm not saying that all budget companies sit there and go, oh my God, let's steal that artwork because they sell really well on that group. I'm not saying that. A lot of the budget companies are based in China and their rules on image sharing are different to ours. And if you are in a position where you can only buy budget companies, then go ahead and do you. For me, and it is a personal choice, I have a very strong stance on what I will and will not do. Now, I wanted a supernatural themed piece for an event last year that I ran, and I got it from a budget company because I wouldn't be able to get it from Diamond Art Club. Does that mean it was unlicensed? Absolutely. I'm not saying it wasn't, because the odds are it probably was. But it's not something I do generally. Generally, I only do licensed artwork. But if I was going to tie myself to a company, for me, it had to be Diamond Art Club. Simple as. So if you are watching this and you have never tried Diamond Art Club before, there is a link in the description box. Please check that you are on the latest video I've posted, because I think it is limited. If you use that link, you will not only get a discount off your first order, but you will also generate a very small income for myself to put towards my channel to buy new products. I'm not too far away from having enough to place another order, which is good because that's purely funded by this channel now. So now I'm monetized. Yes, it's not a lot, but do you know what? It all counts. So with the monetization, I also need to say a big thank you to the lovely Betsy yet again for buying me coffees. Again, that also goes into the pool. So I nearly have enough to do another order. How exciting. I do tend to hold off because I always think, you know, oh, they'll be putting some out next week. They'll be putting some more out next week. I'll wait and see what comes up. But I do have favourites stashed in my basket just in case. But thank you for commenting, Sue. On the Friday Night Live Whip and Catch Up, Leonore, she says, couldn't join you live, but really enjoyed the replay. Not a problem. Thank you for checking it out. A big hi to Sarah Bagpuss Morris. And then this is on the Whip and Chat on Think of Me. Villica also. Thanks for distracting me tonight, dear Sam. It's been almost a year since I lost my father and I was so sad, but now I was happily painting along with you. I have a canvas of a bird in Dutch, and then she's put a Dutch word, which I don't know how to pronounce, I'm not going to try, which reminds me of him. My dad loved birds. Thank you, Sam. Also, I admire you for quitting smoking. Please try and vape not too much if possible. I see too many disadvantages of these things at my school. I don't want to be rude. I'm just worried. Love you, Villica. I am very aware, Villica, of the side effects of using a vape. I am now in a position where I am no longer wearing patches. So actually I have zero nicotine at all. And I can promise you, I only pick that vape up when I've got really, really, really bad cravings. And it's nowhere near as much as I used to smoke. So it will tail off on its own. Don't worry. I am aware. And love you too. Thank you for being concerned. But I'm going to be around for a bit longer. And then we have the lovely Lisa from Lisa's Colouring Corner, who just says, way to go for sticking with the no smoking. I can't wait until you make pens again. I would love a pink and purple one. Plus I have a couple of other items I want, but want to order them all together. Thank you for the healing thoughts. I appreciate it. Oh, not a problem, my lovely. And I'll continue to put them in my requests for help for you. You know, together I can do nothing else if send you love for your journey. That's all that I can offer. But it's lovely to hear from you. I know you've had a tough few weeks again. So yeah, I wasn't going to bother you by sending you. I have made some more pens. By the time you see this video, they will have gone up. So yeah, hopefully, I don't know if there's any pink and purple ones on there though. I did do a mix of ones this time, but thank you for commenting, Lisa. She also commented on the Friday night Whip and Catch Up. She said, I did Cat and Fairy, which had 16 or 17 bags of 310, and that part was miserable, but the picture itself turned out gorgeous. That snug looks fabulous. Thank you, Lisa. So for anyone who doesn't know, the snug is what we call the room I'm currently sat in. So a snug in the UK usually refers to a small room that's quite comfy, that is used to relax in. Now my snug, we called it the snug when we first moved in. It was actually the old dining room, and the plan was it was going to be a little family room, and Kat would have her games console down here, It's right next to the kitchen. We have a dining table in the sunroom, so that's why it was going to be a snug. And because of YouTube, because of where I am and what I do now, it is now an office, stroke packing room, stroke tray factory, stroke craft room, stroke dog's chill out room. It's one of the smallest rooms ever, but it is. And I'm now sitting the opposite side of the desk as well, which kind of feels more right. So that's good. So thank you. Jambil also. And then comments on the announcement. Hashtag DIY DP May 24 and hashtag the million drill drop. Because that will be coming up in May. If you don't know, it is a diamond painting conversion event which runs throughout the whole of May and the whole of November. Yeah, check us out. Katia, the lovely Carp DM does diamond painting. She says, whoop-de-whoop, so excited for this. That's a really weird thing to call out, Katia. I'm just saying, whoop-de-whoop. I intend to finish my Untamed painting and maybe start on another one if I can. Pretty sure if anyone can, it'll be you, Katia. Go for that million drill drop. Matilda. Hello, Matilda. She says, good afternoon from the Netherlands. Thank you, Matilda. Good afternoon to you as well, although it is actually morning right now, but you know. And then Caroline Fleming, the gorgeous Caroline. She said, morning, Sam. Oh, morning. So nice. Friday Night Live, Whip and Catch Up, Stephanie Schreiner. She says, you bring me so much joy. Oh, that's lovely. That comment has just literally lifted me so much. Thank you. I'm glad that, you know, I'm doing what I always envisioned that I wanted to do. That, you know, I'm there and I'm just bringing you a little something to listen to while you work on your crafts. And if it's bringing you joy, then I'm winning. And that's all that I could ever ask for. And I'm where I wanted to be. I do need to say, I did see a comment from Betsy where she sort of said, I'd love to see you go on your buy me a coffee and update your goals, because I've achieved the one I had, which was to get £100. Like, I've exceeded that by plenty. So thank you to everyone who's ever bought me buy me a coffee. It does help. But of course now I do have monetized videos. No, it's not a lot, but do you know what? It soon adds up. So all you need to do now to help me is watch the videos. Give them a like so they get, you know, suggested to other people. The longer the video that you watch, the better. And, you know, if you just so happen to watch a little ad or two, it all helps. So that's all you need to do, just watch. Everything that is generated from any monetary resource, buy me a coffee, monetization, whatever, goes back into diamond painting, or other, because I did have a lovely coffee bought for me from the Crafty Witch, who then sent me a recommendation for a book. So I put her coffee money towards that book. But you know what I mean. It'll all help. And eventually it will be a big part of me working from home. Because now I'm getting a little bit of cash. And it's not a lot. You know, I'm going to have people sitting there going, it's bloody pennies. But do you know what? Then pennies become pounds. You've got to start somewhere. I'm grateful to get anything, to be fair. I've done it for free for 2 years. So it all helps. Okay, and then we have kitting up part 1 on Brookside Retreat. I need to say, it did take it was a big video, and there was no way I could wait 4 hours for that video to upload. It was ridiculous. So I actually split it into 2. Brookside Retreat is a canvas that I got from the lovely Lizzie. So it was a D-stash. It is the only Chuck Pinson I've ever had. And I'm really excited. I want to do it. Darcy Foster. Hi, Darcy. It's been a while. She says, hi, Sam. I found that if I have a lot of extra packs, I just add a piece of paper with the kit name in it and put it in the bag so I know which drills go with the correct painting. Yeah, you see, that's what I'd normally do. I think this is because I said, didn't I, that I found some drills and I didn't know where they belonged. It's fine. Normally, I would put them in a Ziploc bag and then put a label on. And that is what I've done with the extras for the Chuck Pinson, because I've now got storage to do it. They're in a lovely drawer with a label on so I can find them. Perfect. But thank you, great tip. I've literally commented, great tip. And then Sue, 20101946 iffy. She said the last 2 DAC kits I've kitted up had no static at all, and I think it could be that I now store my drills in an unheated bedroom in my house, whereas before they were in a heated room. It could be that they didn't have any static anyway, but I'm hoping that I could have cured the static curse. And that's the thing, right? Because those drills for the Chuck Pinson, they were in my wardrobe upstairs, but they'd been sat downstairs in this room for a couple of weeks. And this room gets very warm, so you could be onto something. You could. I also had static in a bit, not as much, but I had a bit of static in Iris of the Rainbow, which I've kitted up as well. Same thing. I actually brought those drills down at the same time. But, you know, it is what it is. It's fine. And a lot of time, you know, you're going plastic to plastic to plastic. So, you know, you're going to get some. Look at, all you've got to think to yourself, all I think to myself when I get static is, it's a sign of good resin drills, because this is what resin does. Like, you will get static in these trays sometime. If you're doing a lot of confetti and you're sliding stoppers in and out or lids on and off, you can get static. Actually, while I think of it, because I realised this yesterday, what I didn't do, what you can do is you can get your dryer sheet, put your drills in a tray, pop the lid on, give it a good shake that way before you even put them in the bottle. Did it yesterday. I didn't think to share it at the time, but there you go. So there's another tip. Do love the fact that these trays are multi-purpose. I really do. But there we go. So thank you for commenting on that. Betsy, the lovely Betsy, on the announcement for the Million Drill Drop, she said, hi Sam, as always, I will be your biggest stalker. Oh, you stalk away, Betsy. Never a problem, my love. After everything you do for this channel, like literally, Betsy keeps me going in coffee. Literally. And I'm so very, very grateful. Although you don't need to do that anymore, Betsy. You just need to watch. If you're watching, you're giving. That's the way it works now. I'm monetized. You give me by watching. So don't ever feel that you need to. But of course, it is always very much appreciated. Also a comment from Villica. She said, hi Sam, it was so relaxing listening to your thoughts during the kitting up. It's exam period at my school and my clients are totally stressed out, but I am totally in the moment, in zen, thanks to you. Love from the Netherlands, Villica. Oh, bless you. You're very kind. I'm sure my husband doesn't find me zen at all. Okay, I'm going to do the number 2 because this one is jumping out at me. So I don't know if you can see, but I'm kind of filling in as I go. That's the way I work. Sometimes when I feel like it. I have got a Diamond Art Club pen with pink waxing, ready for the ABs. Yes, I can use the same pen, but I'm too lazy to change the tape out too often. So by using the pink wax, it means I don't dirty up. I've just put new tape in this, so it'll be too strong anyway for the ABs right now, but I don't want to mess it up too soon, because the longer I can diamond paint with this tape, the better, because I am lazy. Kitten Up Part 2, Chuck Pinson. Sarah Bagpuss Morris sent me loads of cats. Meow, 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 Sarah. And Vanessa Hint, she says, even if I'm watching videos on the TV or my iPad, I will then hit the like button on my iPad and then on my phone. Yes, I use all three to watch videos. I'm not judging, because I do exactly the same thing. If I am subscribed to anybody on YouTube, not only do I watch on my phone, I watch on my tablet. Sometimes watch on my TV, which it is harder to, but because the TV has been left behind in the sunroom, it's unlikely I'll be diamond painting in there anyway, because I don't even have a setup in there now. You know, I'm in here and I just bring my tablet in here. He was going to move the TV. I told him not to bother. I don't really use it. It was my Christmas present a couple of years ago and I don't really use it. However, I think he is getting me a new tablet for my birthday, because mine has a massive crack on it. However, I think I may just keep this tablet for my conversion, because yes, it's got a crack on the screen, but it's still usable. And if I just have it for that, I'm not going to use it much, am I? So I might do that. So that's that done. Thank you. The Million Drill Drop announcement. Leandrish said, can't wait. Hoping to get Sparkly Avenger done in #DIYDP May 24. Oh, bless you. It'll be amazing to have you back in again. It's such a nice canvas. For those of you that don't know, Leandri's partner, I don't know, is he your partner or is he your husband, Leandri? Either way, he designed her a canvas, which is basically an absolutely gorgeous version of almost like Wonder Woman, but it's Leandri. It's stunning. It really is stunning. And if you'd like to see more pictures on that, join Calb Sparkle's Facebook group. There are pictures in there. It's stunning. Other than that, you'll have to just watch the videos, and please do watch the videos. Even if you're not taking part in the event, you can use them as normal whips. There'll just be more of them, so please do. Kitten Up Part 2. Tammy Hyler, hi Tammy. She said, hello, I'm new, watched a few videos, very much enjoying, sending you loving, healing light. Thank you, Tammy. I will receive that loving, healing light. This is from 6 days ago, and I have to say, if I was moaning about my knees, they have been much better. So clearly everybody sending their healing thoughts is helping. I'm a big believer. So thank you very much, and I'm glad you're enjoying it. Okay, where are we now? Okay, let me just check what the time is. Yeah, I think probably need to end it there. We're coming to the comments on my last whip about my spiritual journey, and I really want to address those comments on the next whip, not this one. So I'm going to stop there. But can I just say thank you to everyone who has commented or asked a question or just taken the time to send me emojis. It is so very much appreciated, and you guys are absolutely amazing. You really are. And you know, I'm now in a place where actually this could be this could become something. And I know it's took me a while to get to the 1,000, you know, it's building slowly, but that's like Weight Watchers, isn't it? Better to lose a little bit slowly than really, really fast. And it is the same with gaining subscribers, I feel. I would rather build slowly and have 1,000+ people who stick around than build really quickly, gain a ton, and then lose them all really quickly. Because that is not as much fun. I keep forgetting about this bit up here. That's going to catch me out at some point. I know it is. But yeah, very, very grateful, because let's face it, at this point now, without you guys, there would be no this. There would be no need. Thank you also to everyone who has ordered. I was going to do orders this morning because I've got a few. The problem is most of them are boxes that I can't put in the general post, and therefore if I box them up today, I've got to try and get them in the mail today, and it's not going to happen because it's Easter weekend. So I'm actually holding off. I'm going to box them all up Monday and arrange for them to be collected so that they will get to you as soon as possible. So thank you so much. Just need to say, pink funnels. You're all loving the idea of a pink funnel. So, you know, keep these orders coming. So I'm going to end the video there. Just a little bit of housekeeping. If you've made it this far, thank you so, so much. It is so appreciated. If you need anything, if you want to see what I've got on the Etsy shop, link is in the description box. If you'd like to email me, ditto. If you would like to buy from Penni's Etsy shop, link is in the description box. If you want to join the Facebook group, it is Penni's Facebook group, so it is called Cow Sparkles, but I am on there. I haven't got time to do my own, so I've just nicked hers, basically. I've just jumped on. So, yeah, join that, because that's the easiest way of staying in contact, because we see that much, much quicker than we do emails. Other than that, it has been amazing. Thank you for joining me. Thank you for keeping me company, and I hope that I'll be back very soon with another video. I think that's it, guys. I am going to go. I'm going to finish working on this section today, and then I can go back to Think of Me. I am over halfway. I've got about, I wouldn't say it's a third left to do. It's a little bit more than that, but it won't be too long. And yeah, watch out for that next video. We'll do a vote for the next canvas. So it is, as always, over and out from this Kitten Up Kitten. Bye-bye.